Welcome to the Kara Kara Show. I am the Kara Doll. I just wanted to chime in this evening and talk about tragedies and comedies. Isn't life half tragic and half comic, really? Anyway, I just posted like a day or two ago about my partner Nathan, who passed many, many years ago. And I always mention him, and most people that know me know him too. And it's just kind of a part of my life and something about who I've become now. So it's a beautiful thing. And I just wanted to share and elaborate on tragedy a little bit because I have had a lot of that in my life. So, so it's like I think we all came in here to, and agreed that we were going to fall short. So that's pretty tragic in general, right? But I do believe that that's what keeps the cutting edge of creation going. So it's like we need the dark and the light matter here in this illusion of life. So, but I do believe that tragedies are blessings in disguise. I think there's a lot of blessings that actually come from tragedies. So, how does that actually work? People probably say, what this is so tragic. How could you think of something good coming out of this? They like took my love away. They took my partner away. They took my mom or my dad away. I don't think this doesn't feel like a blessing. But for example, it just helps you like psychologically, because sometimes I think the lower you go, the higher you go. So, when you're experiencing such deep tragedy, eventually it's like boom, and I can give you one example of that in my life, or I'd like to give you one example of that so you can see kind of how it can transcend. I'm a natural born dancer, but I didn't start professionally training myself until I was 22. So, and then I was kind of hit this point where, my dance wasn't going so far. I couldn't emotionally express it or even physically express it. I kind of hit this plateau almost, right? And I was like, whoa. And then the tragedy kind of hit, and it was a couple months later, and then all of a sudden, boom, my dance opened up. I was like dipping down and up, and it was around, and it was just so different, so open, and so free. Something let go inside of me. And I do believe it was from that tragedy, just finally something kind of shifted and let loose. So anyway, there are a lot of blessings that come from tragedies. And I don't like to think of people dying anymore. I call it disappearing. And, I don't think of it, once you have your first tragedy, it's the rest aren't as hard. I would say your first tragedy is probably the hardest, right? Anyway, I just wanted to share a little bit with you, hoping that you're finding your way into your well being and understanding deeper about who you are and where you come from. And I do think that we come from planets, like I come from planet Jupiter, I'm a Sagittarius, right? And then the alien reptile form is here, kind of the more animalistic part of us, kind of the Indian, the lizard of the land, if you will. No one better than another, just kind of working together to create something cool that could create something cool that is creating something cool. Is it cool? What is it? What is it? It's a matter of life. So everybody's been crying and screaming about global warming, and you got to understand this: the Earth, just like our bodies, kind of shapeshift and morph. We either kind of crystallize within seconds or deform within the thoughts we think and the foods we eat. So it's literally this kind of morphing process that's happening individually and on a universal level. So of course the Mother Earth is sinking in here and blowing up here, and she's growing and moving and evolving too. So don't be afraid of that. I know they like to put a lot of fear in your hearts, especially a lot of you guys who like to watch the news. So just a little note on that for a moment. Anyway, so tragedies, blessings, comedies. I do believe that life's an illusion. So you can understand how to work with the illusion better. You can get through things a little bit easier and enjoy your life more. So I like to say it's only backwards when you're looking at it from a grounded position. So I believe everything's a little backwards here. It's like an illusion. As I look at you, you look at me, we appear solid, right? But we're mainly like apples. So, we're mainly liquid. Our brain's like 95% liquid. Heart and lungs, 75, 80% liquid. right? So, and if you think of it being backwards, it's like, war is like rah, like scare the shit out you, man. Evoke your emotions. Now that's a life experience to be had, and something to help you direct which way you want to go or not. By this feels good, this doesn't feel good, right? So, anyway, what are you doing? I'm over here in my new closet. I had prayed for clothes. I needed clothes. I've had things, lost things along my travels, I guess. Anyway, so I was just blessed with some beautiful clothes and just relaxing here, and just wanted to talk to you for a minute, invite you into my beautiful world, and share my well-being with you as we go along. So here we are, here we are. What is it? What day is it? Are you on society's schedule, or are you on an artist schedule? And yes, you are an artist and a healer. So, okay, that's it. That's enough for today. I'll talk to you soon. See you tomorrow. Bye.